Hi, welcome back to Bookwise, the channel dedicated to sharing knowledge for comprehensive self-development through great books. Victor Hugo once said, "Love is a part of the soul. Love shares the same nature as the soul. Like the soul, love is the divine spark. Like the soul, love cannot corrode, cannot be divided, and never withers. Love is the fire in each person's heart, unrestricted by time and space, unyielding to destruction. Humans always feel the flame of love burning deeply, illuminating even the farthest horizons. In our lives, love is a beautiful existence. Many people devote their entire lives to loving and being loved, a longing that stems from the very essence of humanity. However, in the real world, love is not so easy to grasp. It can intoxicate us, but it can also leave us bewildered, as it often brings not only happiness, but also pain and torment. We frequently encounter disappointment in love, feel heartbroken, and even doubt its very existence. Why is it that in the beginning, we are deeply in love, but as we live together, we constantly argue and grow apart? Why, after many years together, do we end up as strangers to the one who was once the closest to us? If you have ever pondered these questions about your own relationship, then today, the book The 5 Love Languages by psychologist Dr. Gary Chapman may provide valuable insights for you. He is a leading expert in marriage and love, with over 30 years of experience in the field. Dr. Chapman reveals that one of the main reasons couples grow distant and develop fractures in their relationships is that they fail to express love in a way their partner can understand. People often do not grasp the languages of love and only express love in ways they personally prefer. However, if you can understand the 5 key love languages and identify how your partner wants to communicate, this can help you build intimacy, resolve conflicts in love and marriage, and ultimately live a truly happy life with your partner. Is romantic love eternal? During the initial stages of love, we often experience a captivating, all-consuming passion. We devote our entire minds to one another, eagerly anticipating conversations, meetings, and cherishing every moment spent together. Lovers dream of happiness and marriage, believing that despite their differences, they can face challenges together and achieve mutual understanding. They are convinced they will never be like those couples who argue, clash, or torment each other. However, we often come to realize that this idealized love quickly fades once we enter marriage or long-term relationships. We begin to notice that our partner is not perfect and, in fact, has traits that we find intolerable. Gradually, we feel dissatisfied and demand changes from our partner. Instead of resolving issues through communication, both parties fall into repeated arguments. It doesn't take long before the relationship feels cold, and love seems to diminish, leaving the bond fragile and difficult to sustain. A psychologist conducted long-term research on the phenomenon of love and concluded that romantic passion typically lasts an average of 2 years. Secret love affairs might last slightly longer. By nature, humans are self-centered beings. Despite learning to care for others' emotions as we grow up, few of us can be entirely selfless. Fundamentally, we have our own perspectives and priorities, often focusing more on our own thoughts and needs. Eventually, after the initial infatuation fades, our attention inevitably returns to ourselves, and conflicts with our partner begin to arise. In these conflicts, we often feel unloved, which leads to anger, sadness, disappointment, and increasing emotional distance from our partner. This raises an important question. If the passionate stage of love is destined to end, does this mean romantic love is inevitably doomed? Is marriage truly the graveyard of love? The answer, fortunately, is no. In reality, when the initial infatuation ends, it marks the beginning of an opportunity for true love to grow. However, genuine love requires effort and discipline. It's not something that happens naturally. It's a conscious choice to invest time and energy into benefiting and supporting your partner's growth. Witnessing your partner become better through your care brings a profound sense of fulfillment, a satisfaction born from authentic love. The book we're exploring today, The 5 Love Languages, is not just about expressing romantic feelings. Its core purpose is to teach us how to truly love, to love with both intention and sincerity, building a long-lasting, stable relationship grounded in genuine affection. The 5 love languages. The first love language, words of affirmation. When two people grow too familiar with each other, the most common words exchanged often turn into complaints. Complaints arise when the partner makes promises but delays fulfilling them. Complaints emerge when they make mistakes or fail to notice and care about your emotional needs. While these complaints may not stem from malice, they can unintentionally become harsh, leading to resentment or arguments. Over time, regular communication becomes strained, and it feels like the goal of every conversation is to overpower the other person or prove, "I'm right." A relationship filled with constant complaints becomes draining and suffocating for both partners. If you notice your partner reacting defensively or harshly to your complaints, it may be time to learn how to offer them words of affirmation. Words of affirmation are a constructive and positive way to express love, including compliments, encouragement, forgiveness, and kind, gentle words. To start expressing more compliments, focus on your partner's strengths. For example, if they do something for you, don't take it for granted or avoid expressing gratitude out of shyness. A simple thank you or recognition of their effort can go a long way. However, the appreciation must be genuine and specific. Humans are intuitive creatures, and it's easy to detect insincerity. If your praise isn't heartfelt, it may have the opposite effect. Secondly, to encourage effectively, you must view things from your partner's perspective. Understand what genuinely excites or interests them, and then offer your support and encouragement for their growth in those areas. Thirdly, forgiveness is essential. To forgive each other, nurture empathy and understanding. When your partner makes mistakes, instead of lingering on past wrongs or using critical words that deepen wounds, see those mistakes as valuable lessons that can help you build a better future together. You can gently suggest improvements or offer advice, instead of imposing your will or issuing ultimatums. Happiness is a choice, and everyone has the right to choose. If you think criticism will help your partner improve or make the relationship stronger, you're essentially trying to control or reshape them according to your preferences. True love doesn't come from coercion, but from selflessness and the genuine desire to bring happiness to the person you love. A simple truth is that when we hear affirming words, we often feel motivated to do more good things for one another. So don't hesitate to share compliments, encouragement, and kind words with your partner. However, ensure that your affirmations are not manipulative tools. Positive affirmations should be based on sincerity, rooted in what you genuinely observe and appreciate about your partner. Put yourself in their shoes to feel, understand, and correctly value their efforts for you. The second love language, quality time. Quality time means dedicating moments where you can wholeheartedly focus on activities your partner loves while giving them your undivided attention. It doesn't simply mean being in the same room, watching a movie, or eating together. Your attention must be fully directed toward your partner during those moments. Whether you're talking, dining, or walking together, avoid distractions. For example, if your partner enjoys hiking and you agree to join them, the essence of quality time isn't in conquering the mountain or just being physically present. It lies in how you cherish every second together, paying attention to their feelings throughout the experience. Treat this as an opportunity to share a meaningful part of life together, realizing that these moments strengthen the bond between you. True quality time happens when you fully engage in the present, devoting your attention to the person in front of you. So when should you create these moments? It's when you realize that time is slipping by without you genuinely sharing it with your partner. Perhaps you've been too busy, or despite spending time together daily, the relationship still lacks connection. If your partner needs you by their side, this is the time to proactively express love. Start by showing interest in their hobbies. Choose one of their interests and plan an activity you can both enjoy together. This doesn't just create lasting memories, it also nurtures your love, ensuring both of you feel the presence of love in your shared experiences. The third love language, receiving gifts. Dr. Gary Chapman conducted extensive research across various cultures and discovered that in every society, giving gifts is an integral part of love and marriage. However, why do many people, once they enter married life or have been together for a long time, stop putting effort into giving gifts to their loved ones. It's often because they've forgotten the true essence of gift giving. The deepest meaning behind giving a gift lies in thoughtfulness and remembrance. When we prepare a gift, it means we've thought about that person. It's a quiet yet powerful way to express love. Sometimes saying "I miss you" through a thoughtful gift can touch the heart more profoundly than simply saying "I love you." However, in long-term relationships, familiarity and the assumption that they'll always be there can make people neglect these simple yet important expressions of love. This is why it's crucial to understand the true significance of gift giving. When you do, you'll no longer place undue emphasis on the material value of a gift or see it as a burdensome obligation. Instead, a gift becomes a bridge of connection, a way of saying, "I thought of you." When you think about someone, you naturally care deeply about their desires, preferences, and needs in life's everyday moments. A gift doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate. It could be a local specialty brought back from a work trip, a handwritten card sent from afar, or a small gift prepared for a special occasion. What matters most is the genuine thought and care you invest in the gift. For instance, a handmade item or simply your presence during an important moment can carry immense significance when offered with a sincere heart. The fourth love language, acts of service. Acts of service are a way of expressing love through concrete actions. In a relationship, you need to closely observe your partner to understand whether they prefer to receive love through these actions. People who favor this love language often believe that actions speak louder than words. You might ask your partner to do something for you, and if they happily oblige, it's likely they express love through acts of service. Similarly, they will expect you to reciprocate with meaningful actions. Sometimes, when they complain or feel neglected because you didn't do something they hoped for, it's a signal that they desire love through acts of service. Acts of service can cover many aspects of daily life, such as cooking, washing dishes, taking care of the children, or helping with household chores. However, it's important to note that these actions should be performed with a willing and positive attitude. If you carry them out begrudgingly, simply to gain recognition, or as a means to manipulate your partner into returning the favor, these actions will no longer align with the essence of true love. For some people, performing acts of service might require breaking free from personal biases and attempting tasks they've never done before or don't particularly enjoy. This can be challenging, but if these acts make your partner feel loved, they become incredibly meaningful. The fifth love language, physical touch. Physical touch is a delicate yet profound way to express love, capable of reaching the deepest parts of the heart. From small gestures like a light touch on the shoulder, resting your head against your partner, or giving a warm hug, to more intimate actions, this love language effectively conveys affection. For those who perceive physical touch as their primary love language, simple gestures like running fingers through their hair, rubbing their back, holding hands, or hugging tightly are more than just actions. They are powerful symbols of love. Sometimes, physical touch can communicate love more powerfully than words like, "I love you." After a long, stressful day, a single hug from your partner may bring more comfort than any spoken encouragement. However, in long-term relationships, this love language is often overlooked. People may assume that these gestures are no longer necessary once they've grown too familiar with each other. The truth is, for many people, physical touch remains vital and meaningful throughout a relationship. If you value affection through physical touch, don't be afraid to share this need with your partner, even if it might feel awkward at first. Together, you can nurture the flame of love through each meaningful touch, strengthening your bond over time.